What is love to you?
Love is being patient and kind, respecting that other person that you admire, um, having a warm, fuzzy feeling about somebody that's special to you, just having good communication and understanding with each other.
Interesting question. So there's many different types of love. There's like you love your dog, you love your cat, you love your family, you love your friends, you love your neighbor, that type of thing. But for me, the main type of love is when you and another person connect on an intimate level, and that's all you can think about is the other person. You get warm and fuzzies and the butterflies in your stomach, and you just want to spend all your time with them.
How do you think literature portrays love?
Well, I feel that literature portrays love through a good example in the Bible. And that would be 1 Corinthians 13, starting with chapter 4. Love is patient and kind. Love is never jealous or boastful or proud or rude. Love does not demand its own way. Love is not irritable, and it keeps no record of when it has been wronged. It is never glad about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, and is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. So love will last forever.
How do you think literature portrays love?
Well, I think there's a lot of different ways that literature portrays love, but you guys are learning about Romeo and Juliet, so let's talk about that. I kind of think it's like forbidden love. You know, like Romeo and Juliet, they're forbidden to be together, but they want to be together. So I think during that time period, there's a lot of forbidden love, if that makes sense. Like a lot of the stories were all about how this one person, this other person, they couldn't be together, but they wanted to be together. So they had to find a way to be together or die, like in Romeo and Juliet. So spoiler alert. So, but that's just one of the reasons why, and one of the reasons that I see that literature portrays love.
How do you think pop culture wants us to think love is?
Well, I feel that the pop culture nowadays, the music is all a physical words that they are expressing what love is, and it's not a real feeling from the heart. It's physical feeling of what you can do with somebody physically to satisfy your needs or your desires, instead of thinking of really a compassionate love for that person. And it's very shallow nowadays, this pop culture, what they call love, is not true love. Like I said, it's a physical love, and it does not mean anything.
How do you think pop culture wants us to think love is?
I think pop culture wants us to think love is this fairy tale that everybody's gonna fall in love and you have to do it a certain way, and that all people really want is the three-letter word that you know of. But that's that's not the case. it's just kind of sad how pop culture wants it to all be about, this and that, like how big it is in music and stuff nowadays, where it's all about doing the naughty and getting money, pretty much. That's all it is in like rap and stuff today, and that's not how it should be. So.
How do you think the concept of love has changed over time?
Well, I guess when I want to compare it to my teen years to my adult years, being a teenager, the feeling of love was maybe having an infatuation with a guy at school or someone in my class, versus when you get older, it's more of a feeling from the heart and just more of a strong desire to be with that person and spend time with that person, and just more of a compassion and loving feeling for that person, and that all grows with maturity as you get to know that person and as you get older in your adult years.
How do you think the concept of love has changed over time?
Well, in my illustrious 21-year existence on this earth, I couldn't tell you a lot for sure, but from my experience, growing up in the 90s, it's definitely not like it is today. So, back then you had like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and everything, and it was like the girl next door type of love. But nowadays it's all about the girl with the biggest butt.
Do you think the word love is too overused? And if so, explain why.
Yes, I do feel nowadays the word love is overused. I hear young kids saying, I love you, to their girlfriends or to a friend of theirs. And it's not really a love, compassion from the heart. It's more just kind of a greeting to that person. And it's not like the word love really should be used, and it's used too freely and not meant the way it really is supposed to be meant to be used.
Do you think the word love is too overused? And if so, why?
Yes. It's really frustrating hearing my sister say, "Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you too, Stacey. Oh, I love you too, Brittany, Tiffany, blah, blah, blah." It's like you don't really love them. You're just saying it. Like, when you say I love you, it should really mean I love you, not, oh, I like you. That's what, oh, I like you is for, not I love you. So it's really, really frustrating listening to all these snitches, just kidding, all these girls nowadays saying, oh, I love you, and giving them hugs and stuff, and they don't really mean it, because they'll just turn around in 5 seconds and tell how much they hate that girl, so.